Yeah, welcome back to my YouTube class. So from our last class, we talked about how to introduce doors. So for today's class, we'll be talking about how to introduce windows to our building plan. So we have different type of window sizes depending on the architect or the designer specification. So we have windows ranging from 600, which are mainly the toilet windows, 900 depending, maybe you want to introduce a double window of 9900, 7750 depending, 1.2, 1.5, 1.8, 2.1 depends on the architect or the designer's um, detailing. So in order for us to make use of window, we make sure we have our plan properly zoomed in. We make sure we have our plan properly zoomed in so that we get to see all what we need to do and all the lines we need to pick up. So I want to introduce a window of let me use 1.2, a window of 1.2. I want to introduce a window of 1.2 on this wall and another window on this wall for a cross ventilation in this room space. So we're going to do a quick maths, although it's just simple maths. You do some addition, you have to do some additions, some subtract. No, you don't even need subtraction, just addition, division, addition and division mainly, a little bit of multiplication when we are dealing with some little architectural detailings, as with plans. So the first thing we're going to pick here is our line to introduce a window. So on this wall, after selecting my line, I want to get the midpoint of this line. So I'll type MID, which signifies midpoint. After typing MID, I press enter. Automatically that triangle popping out is showing me the middle of that's the midline, the midpoint, as you can see. So I'll click on it, I'll drag it all the way down to the other line, then I press escape. So in order for me to get a window of 1.2 here, this is the middle of the line. I'll take 600 from here. I'll take 600 from here. At 600 plus 600, that gives me 1.2. So what am I going to do? I will introduce my offset. So I'll type 600 after clicking offset, then enter. So I'll click here. I'll drag it to this side, that's 600. Now I'll drag it to this side, that's 600. Then escape. Are we clear? So it now depends on the kind of window design or the window pattern I want to introduce. For example, let's say I want to introduce let's say I want to okay, let me see the kind of pattern I want to. Okay, I want to introduce like a double crossed window pattern. You can play around with this. It depends on the architect or the designer's specification. Just based on imagination, just play around with this. So after getting this, then I'll introduce my trim. I'll introduce my trim. I'll introduce my trim. So after introducing my trim, then I'll now take my line again. I'll pick from here to here. Then I'll pick this from here. I'll pick from this line to this line. Why I took that line off is so that our window line will be different from our wall line. That is why I actually trimmed that off. So I like using 75 for my frame as well. So set 75 for my window frame, which is from here to here internally, and from here to here internally. 75. Okay. Then I use 80 for offsets. Then I use 80 for my window line spacing. Enter. So from here to here 80, from here to here 80. So that's my window thickness. Then I zoom in, I zoom in, then I insert my trim, enter, enter. I take this off and I take this off. That's just to signify the frame. So this is the window design I want to go with. This is the window design I want to go with. So it depends on what the design you want to go with for your window. It determines how you place that. So in the case whereby I have a lot of windows that are of 1.2, instead of creating a new window and creating, all I just need to do is I will highlight the entire of this window. I'll highlight all of it. I'll just highlight everything. After highlighting it, then I'll come to create. I'll insert one, two window, or I could just name it 1.2 window. Then okay. So all this becomes one instead of everything being separate. Then I'll just click, and I can easily copy from here to wherever I need a 1.2 window that's in my plan, and just drop it and keep copying. When I'm done, I press escape. So in order for me to create my my other window coming this way, what I just need to do is I also get my midpoint, just as exactly how I did here. That's what I did here. I would find my midpoint, that is line. So don't forget MID, enter. Automatically it finds my midpoint where that triangle is. Then I click, I drag to this side, escape, then offset 600. Don't forget 1.2 window as well. 600, then enter. So offset from here to here, and I'll offset from here to here. So once I'm done with that, then I trim to get the space I need to place my window. So instead of redesigning and redesigning, since since this is a, where is that my mouse? Where are you? Sorry. Okay, since this is a 1.2 window, all I just need to do is I'll click on it, and I'll press I'll go to copy. I'll click on copy, then I'll bring it down. I click here. Sorry, let me take that again. I mistakenly inserted this. I won't be needing this since I already have this here, so I can take this off to avoid double line. I can take that off to avoid double line. So I'll just click here to make it faster and save our time from designing and redesigning. So I'll click on copy, and I'll pick a point, I'll drag it all the way down, then escape. So how do I position this? Oh, I didn't highlight everything, sorry. Let's take that properly. We didn't highlight this. Okay, it's not a problem. So I'll click on copy, and I'll pick a point, then drag it all the way down, and after doing that, escape. So how do I position this to fit here? I have rotate. My rotate is close to my move. It's on the right hand side of move, so I click on rotate. So I highlight it, then press enter. Then I click on a point, then I rotate till I find a point I'm okay with. Then I click. We forgot to include this as well. I forgot to highlight that when I was highlighting everything. So I highlight this, then I click on rotate, then I drag, I find a point, and I click, I rotate it to where I want it to be, and I click, then I highlight all of this, sorry, then I highlight all of this, and I use my what? I use my move. So I pick on this point and specify this. Yeah, it's taking more time because I'm trying to explain to you guys so you can get this. So that is it. So we have a window here and we have a window here. So thank you for coming to my window class for my AutoCAD. For our next class, we'll be taking layers, how to introduce layers as thickness of wall, thickness of doors, thickness of beams, and thickness of windows from our next class. Thank you for staying tuned.